Hello, this is Juan Morante, and I'm presenting reality theory in a group setting. This is session 3 of 5. In a previous session, for session 2, we went over the what a bully, a victim, and a bystander are, and the different types of bullying that we discussed were also aggressive bullying, verbal bullying, and cyberbullying. For this activity, I pre-chose a student to say mean comments about me to say how the rest of the students would react. And so this is the result of what happened.
So stupid, dude. You see the teacher? What's that dumb red shirt he's wearing? Looks like he's in second grade with that shirt.
You know, you don't have to make mean comments. Just leave him alone.
Dude, look at his haircut. He's so juvenile.
Just close your eyes.
Whatever.
All right, guys. Well, thank you. So one of the things that I noticed was that I actually chose Angelique to say mean things about me, and I just want to say that Monica, you did a good job. You know, obviously last week we talked about being a bystander and what they do.
Good job, Monica.
Yeah, you guys didn't know, but I told Angelique to say those mean things about me, and that's what we're going to do today. So the exercise is called What Would You Do? There's actually a TV show called What Would You Do? And it's a situational hidden camera show that puts real people in situations with actors to see how real people respond. So for this activity, Angelique was my actress, and Monica, you did well. You handled it like a professional. So I'm actually going to be showing you guys videos of a couple videos of the different types of bullying that we kind of went over, and then I want to be asking you guys questions about it. So like I said, I'm really proud of for you standing up to me. So thanks, Monica. So for the first video we're going to talk about we're going to watch is an actual clip from What Would You Do? So we'll watch it and then we'll break it down.
I know she's taking her time.
She was taking her time to the stutter, and it's taking forever.
You can get anything you want. You have to please stop. Take your time.
That's what I'm complaining about. She's taking her time. Just pick it up, please.
When they don't stop, she pleads with the owner. As her emotions take over, it's time to introduce ourselves.
Sanjay Quinones. It brought you to tears.
Yeah. I know someone was trying so hard to get what she wanted, and she was really trying, and they were just being so rude.
Where's Alina?
Alina is an actress, but her stutter is real. She knows firsthand what it's like to be ignored, rushed, and bullied.
I really do stutter, and I hear that stuff a lot.
Were you surprised, the reaction?
I was. It's not common to hear a person say, "Knock it off." Like it is ignored, and to have you like us stand up for me meant so much. Like I teared up a bit much. It was so nice. Thank you so much.
All right, guys. So what do you guys think? Was this an example of verbal bullying? Was this an example of aggressive bullying? Or was it an example of cyberbullying?
This is for everyone.
I think
Are
it
you ready?
was
We'll take.
verbal, right? Because they were talking.
Yeah, very
I think
good.
it was aggressive too. I think it was both. Aggressive, and I think it was verbal.
Where do you think it was aggressive from? What made you think that it was?
Just like the way they were so like close to her. Whenever someone is close to me, like in proximity to me, I automatically feel threatened.
Right.
If it was like further back, but like they were in her space, I don't know.
That makes sense.
I
Monica?
think that, even when the bystander stepped in, they continued. So that's why I felt it was aggressive. It was continuous even when somebody
Gotcha.
was telling them to knock it off. Like, wait your turn.
Yeah, those are very valid points. But remember how last week's session we talked about aggressive being more hands-on. So even though they were in each other's faces, they didn't kind of throw punches at each other, or they didn't touch
It
each
wasn't
other.
physical.
It wasn't physical, exactly.
That's
So it was more of a verbal bullying on this in this type. But you make a lot of valid points. So
Is there anything called like emotional? I mean, the girl was crying. I felt really bad for her.
There is a type of emotional bullying. It just kind of depends on where it kind of stems from. But we can definitely kind of talk about that in the following sessions. You know,
Okay.
that those are other examples of bullying also. So now this kind of leads me to the next question: is do you think it was handled correctly by the real person, not the actress, the person that was defending her? Did she defend it, or did she handle it correctly, the bullying situation?
I mean, I think that anytime a bystander steps in, it's being handled in a way. I mean, some people are more outspoken. I don't think there's a wrong way to step in or a right way, but I think as long as you step in, you know, you're helping out the cause.
Perfect.
I like the fact that she asked for help. Didn't she ask the owner if she?
Yes.
And so it wasn't even necessarily just her.
Right. I noticed that too.
I think the setting makes a difference, because if this was at school, it may be a little bit intimidating to go and to the teacher or the principal, but because it was the environment that it was, like at a place of business, I felt like it was good that she brought it up.
Right. I
Yes.
agree. I totally agree. So for this next video, and it's going to be our last video, it's a real quick one. We're going to see another example of a different type of bullying, and again, I want you to kind of analyze it, and then we'll go after. We'll talk about it a little bit after once we go through it. So.
I'm gonna say it to you. Did you guys know over 3.2 million students are victims? How many times I gotta tell you to get it done?
And remember, guys, these are actors. The bullies and the victim is actual acting. Everyone else is just a lookout or a bystander.
What is it for you? My own business.
No, I'm not gonna mind my own business. Are you crazy? Get your hands off of him.
Who are you?
No, it doesn't matter who I am. Get your hands off of him. What are you doing?
My own business.
Why are you doing this? What did he do to you?
You got nothing to do with this.
Yeah, I'm human. He's human. What are you
You
doing?
got nothing to do
Yes,
with
I
this.
have everything to do with it.
Who are you?
That's not funny. Get your hands off of him. What are you doing?
I'll be back for you, bro.
No, don't be back for him.
I know where you stay at, too.
Do you need help with anything? Are you crazy?
We're just recording the bullying experiment.
Are you?
Bro, get on the floor, bro. You really want me to punch you on the face right now? Want me to punch you in your face, bro? I'm really punching you in your goddamn face right now. Come on. Punch you in your goddamn face, bro. I've been telling you to do this. Alright, bro. No, got to be done today. I need it done today, bro. You got two. Sorry, bro. Week to do this. And now when it's due, you're not gonna. I'll just finish it tomorrow. I'm sorry. I need it by tonight, bro. You want me to punch you on your face right now? You really want me to punch you on your face? Get on the floor, bro. Get on the floor. Get on the floor. You really want. What's up?
I mean, what are you doing? Like,
What is it for you, bro? You don't mind your own business, man.
I mean, I don't know. You guys look like friends for a second, and then I don't know. You're just trying to push him on the ground, man.
You got nothing to do with you, bro.
I mean, I'm still right here.
You got nothing to do with you, man.
I mean, I think you should back up.
Go ahead and mind your own business, man. Go ahead and sit down.
I mean, you can back up.
All right, guys. So, what do you guys think?
That was really intense.
I think the fact that that he was willing to step in.
I'm sorry, babe. The girl, I think that was really cool of her to really step in and kind of, she even put herself physically between them, which, I mean, I think can be really intimidating, but I mean, stopping a situation like that is pretty important.
Yeah, and that's kind of what you did for me when Angelique was kind of saying those things about me. I mean, you definitely stepped in. What kind of bullying was this?
More physical than
Aggressive with this.
Yeah.
Aggressive. So that's kind of what we talked about in the last session, right? Was
Yes.
more of an aggression type of bullying. So this is kind of what it looks like, especially out, during lunchtime. You kind of see this kind of towards the back by the handball courts. So, would you have done anything different from some of these examples? I know a couple of them kind of stepped in. There was one lady I think kind of stood up and took off.
No.
What do you guys think?
That was very.
I think
was
some people
upsetting
get
to see,
scared.
yes.
I
mean,
think
the
I
guy
would be
looks scary.
scared. I mean, yeah, look how tall and big he is. Like, you would like to think that you would step in, but sometimes if you're in that situation, it's totally different.
What about like in a school setting? Obviously, there's a lot of people who are a little bit more intimidating. What can you guys do
Ask for
when you
help.
see it? Yeah.
You don't just leave. If you don't want to put yourself there, you go in and get somebody to help.
Right.
Not
And who
just
are some of those people that you can go and help? Ask for
teachers.
I
help.
think
Security.
students,
Right.
teachers, I mean, whoever's around. My first thought was when the girl was leaving, like, maybe you don't want to physically get involved and it looks like they're maybe at a park or something, but I just kept thinking, well, call 911 or say, hey, I'm calling 911. Like, what are you doing?
Right.
You know, I mean, you can kind of do that
Yeah.
at your distance.
Especially with physical, because it is assault. So if you really need to get help, I mean, you can turn to 911 and they can definitely come out and kind of assist you guys. But like we said, the big picture, the point that I want you guys to get from it is that being a bystander doesn't mean that you're just watching. Do something about it. If we want to kind of end bullying or tackle bullying, especially in this school, is say something. Even if it's to a teacher, or if you're worried about a friend, or even a person that you don't even know, but you're worried about. Definitely say something. So, like again, thank you guys for participating. We'll see you guys next week for another installment of the bullying project. So, do you guys have any last questions for me?
No, I'm good.
Okay. All right, guys. Well, go ahead and enjoy your lunch. Thank you.
Thanks.